Well, hello everyone. Here to show you the treasure cap. As you see right here is from my graduation. A graduation cap. It is based on the fact about it's like a little treasure item that I went and found and say was in the closet from whenever I was cleaning around, of course, around my place here. But you see right here is that you got right here the year 2004, right here 2004. And of course, the year, from my graduation, from when my graduation took place. But you got right here is like with the tassel. And a lot of times most of the times with most companies, it is that, if you were to order your cap and gown, it is, using is like you got the cap, and then of course, that they ask you for your size and stuff. But then of course, on your hand too, that they'll also, it's like, you'll be like, that they would I ask you also if you want to order an extra tassel. I remember that they also ask you if you want to order another tassel, and of course have a frame to keep the tassel in. And a lot of times I was just thinking that the tassel, of course, still looks pretty much brand new since graduation nearly 10 years ago. And I just think about it's like that from where I am now compared to where I was back then. Of course, since I have a license and got a car, and then of course since got my own place, and then of course that I have a computer, and then of course really, if most of us have seen my videos from all the from the tiles and stuff like that, from the colorings, from what all I still have. But on the other hand too, the knowing about is like there are some things I don't have, of course, but of course more likely be getting there. But other than that is it kind of looks like a flicker strobe, a flicking strobe light. It is it's shining on us like the year of say for tassel. But you got right here is like what you call is like the cap, and I can also look at it as like, but the cap right here is like knowing about is the directions. Is that if I were to aim the tassel, it's like to be going about from whatever direction that's rotating to the left it is. But right here you have the tassel, and then with the cap. A lot of times I was thinking on my graduation and knowing about that that really is to wear the cap like this. It's like to be known is like you move the tassel from the right to left. It is, I guess, for graduation, if it's right to left or right, it is approving for your graduation. Knowing about is like if you had that certain shape right here, is known as like if it's between other than odd and even, is that knowing about on a graduation is knowing about from the type of shape from where you were to where you are back then, just to celebrate. It's like knowing about if it's really been 10 years, does the cap really still fit you? And on the other hand too, I could probably think about it still fits me just fine. And even though if you don't really need it anymore, but maybe if you have a cousin or maybe somebody, a friend of yours that knows somebody that's going to be graduating from the same school or whatever, that but other than that, knowing about that there may be some people that I don't know if they would assume that they would just throw it away after graduation. But I remember on the graduation that of course there would be balloons that would come down on my graduation, but on the graduation it was that I remember I did not throw my cap up in the air, and a lot of people would probably say that like wee. But other than that, knowing about it is like that was one thing that I did not do. Of course, a lot of other seniors there at the ceremony, it was that after they got their diplomas, and then it's like the class of 2004, and then that they would throw their caps up into the air. It was, I guess, that was like kind of like a celebration. It was. But I did not throw my cap up in the air because, one, I didn't think I would get it back, because there was something about the cap, of course, that made me realize that I kept thinking that anything I would pay for out of my own pocket money, I would probably think about is that I don't want to take my chance of losing it either, because all my senior year, if I can remember if I really lost anything, and more likely, if I would have lost anything, maybe the chance that I could have gotten a locker, because I know I did not have a locker, ran out of time, could not get a locker, could not get a senior picture taken, and of course that maybe a few other activities going on there at the school, and I may have lost my chance of being an A+ student, because I know I tried to be an A+ student. But on the other hand too, there's something about the tassel that may tell me about the fact about that, yeah, if it's like a good example of, say, of a good luck charm, is known for 2004, is like between 2014 and 2004, is known about something about the tassel, is that really there's something to keep in mind, is that something about what you call is the treasure cap.